Hello and welcome to chapter 162 of our streaming adventure. I wanted to make sure I got a chance to play enough matches for ManaTraders this season because I definitely have noticed that sometimes as it gets towards the end, I kind of panic maybe a little and push too much, and that doesn't end up helping at all. So we've played 12 matches so far, and even if we don't necessarily hit the qualification threshold in these first 20, I want to make sure that I have given myself enough time to play 30. That's all I'm really thinking. So where we're sitting at right now, we have gone 7-5 out of 12 matches. So if we win 5 more in a row and get to 12-5, that satisfies the 70% qualification, and then we'll move on. Otherwise, if we could get to 13-7 in the first 20, that will count. Or if we can get to whatever 60%, I think it's 18 wins out of your first 30, that will also count. So, yeah, I put together some furniture for the wife, and now she is entertaining our nephew, so that lets me go ahead and entertain everybody else. Hello, QCPU. Nice to have you with me today. Let's try to play some ManaTraders. And this is the same deck I've been working on. The only difference is this time I have got because the Schultz Cube matchup we faced up against another lands deck, I like the idea of having Courser of Krufix to offset the fast bond without necessarily needing to get Glacial Chasm specifically. Plus, it's also another 2/4 body, as opposed to Dryad was a 2/4 body, Courser's a 2/4 body. Ramunet being a 2/3 a couple times has been weird combination with the Oko. So I like the idea of having the 2/4 body, and hopefully it works. We shall see. Now, I do wonder, it's one more creature. Is that going to make the Fengraph harder to pull off? I think it's worth trying anyway. So that's the plan is, I think it's worth trying, so I want to try it. And at the end of the day, these ManaTraders ones are effectively practice, but I like the idea of the deck and how we've been able to not necessarily target, but we've been able to do good work against the Bazaar and Workshop focus decks. So 3-0 so far. Good job. I wish you the best. Unless we play each other, then I hope it's good for me. And then right after that, you can go back to being the best for you. Okay? You only need to win 4 more. If you can get to 7 wins out of that first 10, you're good to go. Yeah, the other funny thing is my wife's birthday is the day of the tournament. And obviously, you can't really do anything right now, so it's not like we can go out, or we can't really go do much of anything, so I'm going to make her dinner. But I don't know, it just is... You know how you have that spider sense in the back of your head, like, I probably could get in trouble for doing this, but, you know, she said it was cool, so, I mean, she said. All right. Nope, still. Now, what is interesting is that ManaTraders restricts itself that you can only do the qualifying between noon and midnight, and I assume it's noon and midnight Eastern time. But I do wonder how that affects the other other locations around the world. I mean, what we'll probably do is I'm still going to make her dinner. I still already got her a present. So it's, we're not really going to celebrate too much anyway. I do still need to get her a card, though. So I will have to get her a card. But, I mean, otherwise, still spinning. Maybe there are not that many people out playing today. I was lucky to have today as a day off for vacation, but I do wonder maybe other people haven't, or like I was saying, around the world type thing. I don't know how the restriction of that noon to midnight really affects other people joining. That's fair. Yeah, that is totally fair. You could wait till my match has started. Once you see my match has started, you could queue up, and then you're not playing against me. That'd be one way to do it. Still spinning. Wow, we're 5 minutes in. I feel like I noticed before it was moving along, but I guess we can go look. In the tournament practice room, I mean, there's a handful of people that are currently playing, right? So it's really not that many people available to pair. Like, one of these matches would have to finish, and then they would say, okay, repair me. But as long as, and this person seems to be kind of just out on their own, maybe this person is actually trying to get tournament practice in, so I feel bad for them. Oh, that maybe other people are watching the stream and saw all the wins in a row. Bots are slow to record today? That's interesting. Normally, I found as soon as my match is done, the ManaTraders site has always updated like almost immediately. So that's interesting. If there is an issue, something that they're not updating quickly, maybe stress on the server or something to that effect. Wow. I don't think I've ever... I say that, but then I'm trying to remember, when's the last time we sat through December 8th stretch where we did a whole bunch of modern ManaTraders? But I feel like modern was one of the ones where there's always people playing modern on Magic Online, it seems. So even the ManaTraders for that moved a lot quicker. Well, what I'm thinking is, yeah, we're 7 minutes in now. I might consider just playing this through a league for the purposes of doing something today. But, I mean, what I mentioned at the top was not always having the time to get in all the ManaTrader matches that you sometimes need. Like, just the volume of them. So, I don't know. At the same time, I would definitely prefer to get ManaTraders, I don't want to say done and over with, but work through those matches, because that itself can be a grind sometimes. Even if we think we're fast, to when they can get kind of long and drawn out. So, I mean, and that's also believable. So 1 o'clock, I normally don't play until later in the afternoon. And so I usually don't even get started till about 6, which would be, 3 in the afternoon, say, California time. Whereas 1 o'clock, it's 10 a.m. Maybe, half those slackers probably aren't even up yet. Oh, we've already snuck in a Corsair Crew Fix. I want to try. Oh, see, as soon as we did, we found somebody. I will create the match. All right. That's true. So we're in for trouble. Let's hope to be on the play. That's step one. All right, step one is be on the play. Step two is not draw a green source. Well, crap. Step three is draw 2 3-of-a-kinds. Not the best. Well, I guess we're going to keep this. And what is the worst card here? Probably Haunted Fengraf. I guess I would want Haunted Fengraf if... I would want Haunted Fengraf if they counter the Ramunap in some way. Throwback Taiga. Okay. Casually just immediately die. All right, can we find like a tabernacle to slowly or quickly shrink back their army? Preordain bottomed at least. Now I could thin here, but as soon as I thin, I'm going to draw the other color. See? All right, the question is, can I stay alive? Does not appear so. No blocks. Okay. So I could play this one. If I use Bog, I mean, I might as well play Bog. I like it. So they've not done anything to try to stop us yet. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I could spend 3, put that back in my hand. All right, so we know we're going to draw. We don't know we're going to draw a fast bond. They got Ancestral. They also had a land. These all seem pretty good for them. And a Mox. So if I draw a fast bond, play fast bond, 3 sack, I would be 1 mana short because of this Valakut being tapped. They're going to keep Oko alive? Okay. Maybe they have Bolt? Is there anything I can do to that? 5, 10, 15? No. Nope. Oh, it was on top. So they had us anyway with that setup. So I don't really... It just so happens that one started off with Mentor. I don't feel like they... I don't feel like I want to change anything. Maybe just that having a Force of Vigor for the purposes of having Force of Vigor, because they could come up with something. I mean, they potentially have Leyline or something like that. Something's going on with my mouse. I'm not trying to do whatever zoom in, whatever this is. I'm just trying to pull cards over. I mean, Tabernacle might have been clever there, but I don't think it's what I need in general against them. Likewise, I think Caracas. I think these are cuts I could make. Try that. It's the same kind of thing as playing against a blue deck has gone poorly. And I don't know. I don't know really what I can change to make blue a more viable thing here, but all right. So we do I start as I could lead Valakut. I could lead Valakut. I could play Ramunap. So I think I'm keeping. Trying to figure out how I'm sequencing this. Yep. I swear to God, if you play a mentor. I mean, I would think you would be doing really well if you just played mentor every game. The old no attacks. I do think having the strip mine versus the ghost quarter is definitely relevant. I like this stare down here. Oh, boo. Boo to you. So I saw their life total go, so they have force. What do they pitch? Dig through time. They could have a braid, so I'm glad we played our guy out. I took the tabernacle out. That's hilarious. I was going to grab the tabernacle when it, of course, occurred to me I no longer had the tabernacle in our deck. Like, I was like, haha! I walked them into it. I'm going to strip them. Come on, Dungus. Exactly. Then they had Gush. They had Gush anyway. So they only need, they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They just need one spell. Yep, once again, blue decks. Blue decks is definitely a weakness, but that's kind of a glaring weakness, I would say. Oh well. Well, maybe not blue decks. Maybe turn 1 mentors that we could have handled if not for if I would have played it correctly and not sided out the tabernacle as an answer. All right, that makes us 7 and 6. We join this match. I believe I read that correctly. We join the match. Join the match. I mean, I would have to think if Ennui is literally just playing turn 1 mentor every turn, how are they not on the scoreboard? That's surprising. Paging Lord Durando. I guess we could add that. We could create the match for them to join. If they don't realize that they need to create it. There we go. We have found our host. Hey, we won another die roll. Not with his hand, though. I mean, it's a turn 2 Valakut with good hits if they are, in fact, dredge. And if in this one turn we draw I like the acceleration, at least. Yep, they are in fact dredge, as they pitch a couple serum powders worth. So we have Wastelands and Bog and Ghost Quarter. So this Mox Diamond is going to pitch a Mystic Sanctuary. And then I think I lead with Wasteland since Ghost Quarter can set me up. They're down to 5 cards. Therapy, Icarid. So they've kept 5. That's true. I was thinking of, well, what if they had, but the counter spells they have, don't deal with that. Do I get them to commit? Because they didn't have a turn 1 hollow one. No, I do think that I should have held the Mox. Because say they have random force of vigor. I guess I didn't want them to potentially catch me on the other side, but yeah, this Mox Diamond should probably still be in my hand for... By the same token, if I play the Exploration out here without having a chance to trigger it, that's also stupid. So I'm going to hold back. I want to wait until I can follow it up with a land play. That's my thought. Because say they counter this or whatever, that's one way. Okay, I wanted to be able to do this. See, so here's the Force of Vigor coming. Do I want to trigger a second one? Taiga. And Wooded Foothills, okay. Now, does Valakut only trigger the damage at the end of the turn if it's still in play? I guess we'll find that out. Yes. So Valakut needs to be in play. Okay. Valakut needs to be in play in order to, or I should say Valakut Exploration needs to play in order to get the damage trigger and put them in the graveyard. Off the top. One, two, three, four, five. 6, 7. I should have played that one out of the graveyard. No, play the fetch land out of the graveyard, then I'll get double zombies. Just keep in mind, Jeremy, you have to have different names on your cards. Trigger. 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 Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, opponent did give us the good luck, have fun, so we should have known they were on dredge. All right, so they definitely have Force of Vigor, which makes me less likely to want to side in the Oath, but maybe not. I feel like I need the speed of Oath to compete, but maybe that's not true. If I were to cut the Dryad package, pulls Valakut and Mystic Sanctuary. One, two, three, 4. That would be the Oaths. I probably don't need the Orchard in that case, but I would need a target. I guess, what am I... Field of the Dead comes out when we're oathing. Probably exploration. A Bazaar? Yeah, we can keep one Bazaar as a target. Try this. Do I want Emrakul? I don't know. Do I want Emrakul? Just as a backup. Okay. Need to be mindful of not... Well, this seems okay. They mulligan to 6. We have strips, wastes, and an Oath of Druids. They have Serum Powdered. Serum Powdered took Stinkweeds and a Bridge. They have a Leyline for me. I forgot that I brought in Leylines too. Okay, let's look at their graveyard here. See what they can set up, because I assume they didn't have Hollow One in hand, or they'd set up a turn 1 Hollow One. Dread Return, a Shambling, and a Narcomoeba. So they're Dread Return based. Force of Vigor and a Force of Will. They dredged again. Now have hit an Icarid, but don't have a black card to go with it. Can't wait to flip into my Ramunap Excavator. Yep, we did not put it in thinking we didn't. Right on time. So I feel like I need to find a Force of Vigor to deal with the Leyline. I mean, maybe I don't need to. I think I just sit back, and my thought is if they throw away like a big dredger, we can always crop rotation. Or we could hope to crop rotation. So yeah, there's a Stinkweed Imp now. I know. So that's what's weird. Like, are they going to dredge the stinkweed imp? Keep making my food. I wonder, do I activate the food token to make them mill? Or to make them dredge? Okay. That's the question. Yeah, you wanna put that Narcomoeba into play, buddy? Go ahead. They did. Is there a Cabal therapy or something I'm missing? That seems bold. That's possible. Force of Vigor, taking down. So they're down to 5 cards left. But that doesn't do what they wanted to do. Because just because you remove that doesn't change how it plays out. But our Tabernacle is exiled. What I'm wondering is, do I want to play... I don't think I do yet. I agree with that. So they have what, 1 bridge token? Are they going to Force of Vigor away my food token? They are. You got me. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Well, I won't get the damage because they have to be put into the graveyard, I believe. We'll see how it words it. I'm not sure how it words it, so we'll find out. We haven't made a land drop yet this turn, so... Still had all these Moxes. Like, that's the other thing is, like, what are you going to... Yeah, what are you going to bring back that I care about? Misstep, ley lines. You're just delaying the inevitable. I guess if they go for a dread return, I can respond. Are you a mono artifact? Am I missing something? Can't attack you. Aha. You can attack my Oko all day long. Okay. I'll block that one. Yes. Oh no. What do I do now? That's fair. I was thinking of turning it into something else, but that's my elk for next turn. All right. Got that one. Hey, Zio, thank you for the follow. All right, so that puts us at 8 and 6. 8 and 6 now. Let's keep plugging away. See, now it's going faster. All right. They create the match. There we go. They almost spelled my name right. We won the die roll again. It's so much better to play this way when you are always on the play. I gotta mulligan this though. Hi, buddy. What are you? What are you playing? Wasteland, my wasteland. Okay. Maybe they played out the Moxes thinking I was. Let's confuse them. I'm wondering if they saw my wasteland and they thought they needed to play around a sphere effect. That's all I'm curious. Is this the what do you call it? The Bant whatever deck? So, theoretically, next turn we can play Dryad and an extra land. We can play these two, Dryad and an extra land, to set up Valakut into Trigger. That's a possibility. Thalia. I don't foresee that being a problem on my side. Talk about like the literal exact card to mess you up. Hi, buddy. So I could pay one. No, it costs 2 more with the Thorn. And with Thalia, this actually costs 5 right now. So this is like that Bant Hate Bears Archon thing, right? I don't know what you're trying to cast. I should look up, I guess, if that is... do you have any kind of burn? Yeah, where's the thing that's like shows what decks it's being played in? They have Oko. They do have swords. Okay. So this would cost full price, but then I'm not going to get the fetch out of it, or I play this. And I can maybe get another land drop. The question is, do I want another land drop? One, two, three. I could get this in play so at least it's there. Ahead of next turn. They're paying costs. Hard cast once upon a time. Okay. They found a palace jailer. Oh no! Oh no! They took away my shenanigans. No blocks. So this can't necessarily get Taiga. We found a crop rotation that costs 43. Does this deal damage to a target? Only opponents. I'm going to get... What are my other red spells? My red spells don't necessarily matter, so let's get green for these purposes. We found a bazaar. Put this. Found a new taiga. All right, they saw enough. My thought was, I was like, can I set up getting Glacial Chasm and then start doing the Dryad stuff? And probably I should have done that first, but I didn't have the continual playing out of stuff. Okay, so if I look at a Bant list, they're going to have Force of Vigor. I guess this is close, but isn't necessarily, because they did have the Palace Jailer like we saw. This also had Thorn and stuff, and that other one didn't, or vice versa. So I don't think I want Oath. I don't necessarily want to walk into the Oath type stuff from them. I do think Caracas has value to be able to mess with their stuff. Tabernacle as well. Bajukabog, though, Bajukabog feels like, I don't know, what's Bajukabog going to do? I guess if they have dig through cruise, treasure time stuff, but I think I'll just do that to mess with sphere type effects, or maybe their moxes. I think I'm going to do that. They are on the play. Like, I like the idea that Caracas could mess with them. Like, there's no acceleration here. It's not like they're blazingly fast, though. And I can lead on a wooded foothills to not get punished. Sanctum Prelate. Cavern. Maybe they're just humans? I would say that was a correct assumption that they are humans. My thought here is if I can slow them down in some way and then punish them with like a tabernacle effect. No blocks. If they play out their prelate, are they going to put it on 1 or 3? It says non-creature, right? One. So at least the prelate is only a 2/2. That if I get Excavator out there, it can do something. Bad news bears, because that'll buy them a whole turn. Oh, wow. Sure. 3, 4. Well, okay, that got a lot worse for me really fast. That got bad really fast. So I don't play Wrath of God, unfortunately. Yeah, we just die. So they were humans. Does that change anything? Yeah, I think I do too. Having seen, now they do have Palace Jailer, right? The question is, do I want... If I keep a Dryad, it lets me do shenanigans with the Valakut and stuff like that. That's all I'm wondering is, do I want to keep that over something like Emrakul? But Emrakul feels like it can attack once and they'll just be dead before they get the chance. I could leave a Courser. No, Courser is just one more thing that gets killed by them. And once again, I've done this and somehow not have enough cards in my deck. I don't understand how I do that. All right. Yes, I would like to play first. Hmm. I agree. It does a lot on the next turn. I think I'm going to give it a shot. The question is, do I Forbidden Orchard the fast bond so that I get maximum flip off Wooded Foothills? The question is whether or not I want to expose to like Wasteland, and I don't think I do. Is there anything gained to playing out Mountain than not? Because I would take a point of damage if I played Mountain this turn versus next turn. I could see that. I would say that makes sense. If they had a disenchant effect, I would rather have a second land out there. That is a relevant point. Can we draw? And yep, this is them paying the cost, so that's why this was relevant. Good call on that. So we should have had at least the basic in play. That is on me. I was thinking there's nothing to worry about, but no. Taste it. If we play out Foothill, once again, like, so they have Prelate in their hand, so they don't have the other thing. But so they can play their Prelate, and if they're turned off, yeah. And then we're just going to die to the stupid lands. Oh, thank goodness. Oh no, Time Walk is turned off. If I play this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the tick up goes to 6. Oath is turned off. That is true. Chew you. Is this all? Non-creature spells cannot be played. You got him. So the question is, do I turn off Prelate or do I turn off Thorn? I think I have to turn off Thorn. If I eat the basic, or if I eat Caracas, if I can get to the next turn, I can play that one. I guess Forbidden Orchard casts it too, and this stops other nonsense. Okay. One more land first. 1, 2, 3. Force of Vigor doesn't do me any good. What I'm wondering is, can I afford to... Nope, we screwed that up. So Field of Dead is a possibility. Nice, nice. I'm wondering, is it worth it to get another Valakut Exploration out, or is it worth it to... He said, not gonna lie, I thought Valakut Exploration cost 2. And there's an Oko. There's an Emrakul. We decided we had what, 1 crop rotation? Sacrifice a ghost quarter. To be fair, yeah, had Valakut Exploration only cost 2, that would have been a lot bigger problem for us. Good games, opponent. All right, 9 and 6 now. Bring it back. That's true. If they would have, which one were they bigger? Which one were they more worried about? All right, so we're back up to 60%. We're at 9 and 6. So if we go 4 and 1 from here, if we get 13 and 7, okay. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go run to the restroom. I'll put the deck list back up so we can look at it. They saw that we had Forbidden Orchard, so the fact that they saw Forbidden Orchard should have clued them into Oath, which would make sense. But I don't know. All right, I'll be right back. No, Mike, I think you misunderstood. We're not 10-4, we're 9 and 6. Roger, roger. Okay. So, like I said, 9 and 6. The only thing I wonder is, so I say that the weakness is blue decks, but what really would we change to fight against blue decks? You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily see. We're actually 9 and 4 because that very first one. So I played the very first 2 with shops, and then I tried one with like the prototype version of this, but we hadn't made any changes, and that was the DPS deck that like just tinkered like turn 1 both times. So this deck didn't even really get a shot against DPS, but overall, yeah, we were those first 2 losses. The first 2 losses to here, this was shops and this was shops, but we're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 9 and 4. Every win has come from this deck. So I was just wondering, is there something generic blue deck we should be Oath? I feel like they're going to already like plan to hit enchantments, and so that makes Oath not a great sideboard swerve. Is there something better we could change into than Oath? Like, I think the Oath deck, the Oath sideboard package has been solid in what it's supposed to do, but I'm just wondering, is there something... I have wondered, like, should we have like a depths and a stage to try to do that? Maybe, like, what if we had a different set of like a different set of combo lands to like switch into? Like, I don't even know how many more. You know, should we try to be a grindier deck with Life from the Loam? But are they going to hit us with surgical and stuff like that, and then it doesn't even matter? I don't know. I'm just curious. It could also be deeper than just 1 and 1. What about like the lands decks that would side into sphere effects? I just don't think we necessarily, you know, we fight against sphere effects. We don't necessarily want to play our own. I don't know. This is the portion where we talk about the deck list and then we try to put inferior cards into it. Like, where have you been? This is where we put the worst cards into the deck. We think about, you know, what are cards that exist? Like, what if Ancient Stirrings was in the deck? What the heck is this? What if Fated Intervention was in the deck? Well, we would not play the deck if Fated Intervention was in the deck. I'll tell you that right now. Maybe we should turn off the promo version. I don't know. I'm just thinking... Because, like, I do like the dynamic that once we put the Okos in, I do think this has changed things, and I like how this sets up the Oath. I just wonder, is there something more like that? Would we be... Would something like DAC be worthwhile? I mean, I don't want to play DAC, but I'm saying something like a filtering instead of just living off the top. The 4-drop Chandra? Or are you thinking of a different one? The Torch? You may cast that card, so any kind of lands we flip are gone forever. What if... That's true. What if we had... Well, no, there's only the fact that it's only one Karn. Like, that's what I saw there, and I'm like, oh, what about Karn 4? But the fact that you're only allowed to have one Karn 4, I wouldn't necessarily want to start subjecting... Or what do I want to say? So we're not playing any of these Ajani Goldmains. Ajani, 6 pages of Ajani. Arlen Cord is not the type of thing we want to do. I'm just looking for inspiration. Beaumont Courier has the potential to take like the specialty lands and then be gone forever. I do like the idea of Ren. Even though there's only one of it. It has the chance to do shenanigans. Like, we do want the exploration effect. We are opening ourselves up. We've now added a second 2-drop. All of those Sanctum Prelates that turn off our 2-drops. But I also like the idea that this could shoot a Thalia, or this could do something with the 1 damage, potentially. Have we ever... I was going to say, have we ever used Mox Diamond? We have used Mox Diamond, but... Alright, I want to play one where Ren 6 takes the place of Exploration. And then this will be the judgment test. Ren 6 will take the place of that 1 Exploration. We'll see how that goes. Where is my pairing? My deck is ready. I just think one Ren could do... I don't know what I want to say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's a blue player. Bum, bum, bum. I like that little thing. I'm waiting for a miracle. All right, incoming Jess guy. One, two, three. We don't have... I like Wastelands Forever. I don't think so, Mike. Just because what it does. Post-combat. Make them use it. So I don't have enough to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, if I wait till the next turn. Don't play your mentor BS on me. Dak Faden. All right, so the question will be whether or not Bolt Flusterstorm. They only have 3 cards left. I say that they only have 3 cards left, but then Dak. So the question will be whether or not they put 1 on top, 1 on bottom. If I do this, okay, so one, two, Misty, a new Taiga, Dryad, okay, if I can put that on top. And, oh, you can trigger it that way, nice. Time walk on top. Get time walk again. Play another guy out. Kakambo. All right, so I was just setting up, stacking the thing with Mystic Sanctuary. The question is, would Oath of Druids be good against that deck? Because Amir just, 8-0'd? So Artie has good performance. He does have Arcanist, Hull Breacher type things. Nature's Claim, but that might not be enough. I don't know. I liked that loop, but the question is going to be, do I want to keep Field of the Dead or not? And I feel like I am going to want to. I can just be mindful and not play Field of the Dead. Also, he played Ravenous Trap. If we both have Okos, that's going to be awkward. Do I really want to sideboard? I don't think I do. I mean, that was a solid 2 minutes of trying to figure out what I'm going to do and then do nothing. So, upkeep Ancestral. Sure. So he probably has a force effect. The question is, do I let him cash in on a force effect? Okay. Did his list have a way to deal? He did have Wasteland, and he has Red and 6, so of course he has Wasteland, Strip Mine type things. Yep. I looked at it, and then I just thought it wasn't what I wanted. I don't know why exactly. I just was looking at it, and I felt like Oath was wrong. But we'll see if that is correct or not. Yep. True. Make them think, oh, he didn't go for it, and then I could have Oath available in the third game. That's also partially why. Force pitching Dak. Can we get him to cash in the Soul God Lantern? Should I have Soul God? No, we go big with the. There's no creature type effect that I could pull. Like if I had like a man land, something like that I could wake up would be cool. But yep. Yep. Falling behind. These are good effects to use repeatedly. Now he just needs to get Gush going. Does he have a second Mystic Sanctuary? Okay. That's 5. I don't think I'm going to be close enough for him to get an emblem off. Dreadhoard's fine. Dreadhorde only has one target right now because the Nature's Claim is gone. Never having any kind of acceleration effect. I guess that was the fast bond got taken out. They're down to 9. Did I do anything, or is this... So now that gives them infinite time walks because they just bring it back every time. I had completely forgot that we still had Bojuka Bog. I totally agree. But I had by the time they had built up their thing, I had completely forgotten. So I also don't want to necessarily give it away. Yep. They just have retrace forever because, like I said, forgetting about these crop rotations for Bojuka Bogs. Okay, so if we had Oath, but if we give ourselves like a variety of things to hit, like what if I trimmed back to like one of each and get Caracas out? So I still have the potential to do the combo with the variety of the ones here. Orchard, just in case. We could cut another crop rotation. This gives a variety of things to hit. It'll really be exciting. Who knows? You could hit anything. It could even be a boat. That's believable. Like I like how it combos with Fast Bond, but that doesn't make it good. And the fact it's susceptible to their other enchantment hate does kind of bring it down a half step. I think I'm going to keep a Force of Vigor to maybe mess with, like we saw their needle there. Not needle, but what do you call it? I also wonder about Mox Diamond, but we want the acceleration. Oh, come on. At least I have the blue mana towards this. I have the red mana towards this. They mulligan. That helps. I can lead with Mystic Sanctuary. I figure that we have the chance to draw into things, and that's the only thing is I'm giving myself the chance to draw into things. I have a lot of green sources. That's my thought. They did not shuffle. Look at that. If I get... I could play Fast Bond here with the intent of like making them fight over those things, and then I can land. Yeah, so they fought that. Well, Mental Misstep is an easy answer to that one. Sure. Nice Oko. I got a variety of stuff here. I'm glad you tapped your red source so I can play this Oko. I will turn your Mox into a food. Oh, you bum. What a bum. To a degree, I kind of forgot that we didn't have a Fast Bond. Yeah, we know they had claim, but I don't think they have enough to deal with all of them. You like this combo? Whatever. I'm here to play them out. This is an exciting, very exciting third game. He has roughly 48 life. What are you going to get back? Is that Ponder? Do you... Boo! All right, you want an oath? Yeah, I agree. Sure. There goes the nature's claim. I expect them to either elk our guy. What can Merchant Scroll get? Gush for the time walk. Dig through time. They went with dig through time. Was Gush already flipped? I don't see it. They kept Pyroblast. I guess Pyroblast only hits Oko, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they thought the red cards would have more target. Or no, you have to hit a blue card. Yep. So thanks to layers, this glacial chasm, and we can kind of go crazy, theoretically. Oh, I should have tapped a land, you dummy. You dummy. So there's a crop rotation. The question is, does it have a... Yeah, it will. Okay, so now we need to what left can we get? I still have one basic, so the basic can get hit still. One, two, three. Do I have enough that I could pick it up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and replay it. This would be 3 to pick it up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so imagine. Nice, I can't undo that one apparently. What I was trying to do. So that should be 3, 6. Then I should be able to pick it up and replay it. So that one will miss. Do you also have surgical extraction? No, okay. I was going to say, don't be. Oh, now what are you doing? Oh, they're gaining life. They're going to try to gain life. They're back to 14. Eight. That is an Emrakul. Cast a Bazaar. Whew. Yeah. He said always forget the layers, and the way the layer stack lets it, even though it got Oko'd, it still lets it, yeah, whatever. That definitely would have been some clout farming, but we missed out on that, unfortunately. All right, so that puts us to 10 and 6. Sometimes you get caught up in the moment, and you're too busy making land drops. All right. 10 and 6. 63%. We only need 4 more wins. Actually, we need 3 and 1. We would have to get 4 in a row, but 3 and 1 also works. Let's play another one. I don't know. I feel like, did the Ren and 6 do its job there? I don't know. Max09. Hi, guys. The dogs have decided to join me. Okay, we have time for one more. Good to know since I just started one. Okay. Yeah, today has been good. We lost the first one and then we won 3 in a row. So here is Max. Max is our host. We have won the die roll again. That's big today. We won 4 out of 5 die rolls. All right, what do we got? I mean, it has a fast bond. It's really hard to not want to keep a fast bond hand. I could play fast bond and follow with a Mystic Sanctuary to give myself at least the chance of an Oko next turn. No, 65% at 20 games. So if we were, 13 and 7, that would be good enough. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of Ghost Quarter. But I think I want to go Fast Bond, Sanctuary, Pass. Because I can't cast everything else. The question is whether I want Ghost Quarter. It would be 1, 2, untap, 1, 2. They just kept a 7-card hand. Yeah, no, I'm 10 and 4. Because I did play this after the 0-2, but this deck is 10-4. Yes. What do you got for me, Max? Mox. Sphere. Sol Ring. Tolarian Academy. P.O. Tinker. Yeah, this deck has definitely done what we wanted. So P.O. for 3. I expected Mind's Desire. Or I should say, I expected P.O. I say that, but I meant Mind's Desire. Well, I think we can tag that Tolarian Academy safely, but my thought is we'll play Dryad. Probably. Why would you have burned blue mana? I guess they just had Tinker. That's why they didn't burn the black mana on Sol Ring the second time. They could have used the Ruby. You have Yogg Will? Is this just DPSing us again? Because that's going to be annoying. DPS comes in to ruin our fun. That's true. But what if they were both? I meant like a storm-based whatever, but to me, those are similar enough. I guess DPS would have the hand disruption elements that would potentially be worse for us. What do you think of Veil of Summer? I don't like. I was trying to think of anti-blue cards. I was thinking Veil of Summer. Did you hard cast that? Well, congratulations, you have an elk. Don't have a force. Do not have a force. Big bucks, no whammies. Come on. What a bum, this guy. Well, we got to hit that Tolarian so that they don't have it again. I would have preferred it to be a wasteland. Yeah, because I figured they did have. Ugh. What? Well, at least we know the force wasn't on top. If the force was on top, they would not have only paid 1 life. They would have paid 5 life. What do I have for artifact destruction? Juke Bog. They're pondering. Like, if we would have had Wasteland there, how sick would that have been to keep them off blue mana? That would have been great. See, now it doesn't matter because we just die. We just die to this Monastery Mentor. What did you put on top? I must have missed when they paid life. You're killing me, Smalls. I mean, you're killing yourself, but you're also killing me. Boo. Okay, that's worth realizing that they also have Underworld Breach. So they're the PO Breach deck. Does that mean, as the PO Breach deck, do they not have Mentor? Or are they just Grixis? We're going to make them kill us, so... I want to see what the kill condition is. I just wonder if something like Veil of Summer would be worthwhile against blue decks to try to force something through. I don't know. Yep. Obviously, you don't have the Mentor or whatever yet. or your Brain Freeze kill spell. I think if they do, not sure. Here comes another paradox. Sure. you gotta tinker. It's true I don't have bolt. Bolt them. I hope everybody is being as entertained by this as I am. And I'm sorry if you're not. Only drew 9 cards with that paradoxical. I mean, that just doesn't seem like enough. I want to see what they're going to kill me with before I concede. Like, they haven't time walked or anything. Like, obviously, they have to have Brain Freeze, right? Are they just making sure that they get a high enough storm count to play around Emrakul? That's another thing. Leyline is probably worthwhile, right? Against this. Yeah, so they're not going to see... Yeah, we'll just concede to that. But that makes me wonder, do I put Emrakul in just for value? Do I do the Emrakul value so that they can't make me... Wait a minute, how does this interact? You exile it, put them into their graveyard. Ooh. I like that. Okay. Okay, so the kill condition is they have to have lightning bolt though, right? They don't have the lightning bolt kill? I guess Bajuka Bog still has value here. Yeah, Bajuka Bog can nuke their graveyard, so that'll be worthwhile. A Ghost Quarters, though. Ghost Quarter does work on me, but I gave them a basic. Yeah, I trimmed one Oko. All right, I'm going to go like that. Caracas, the Tabernacle, 60. Okay. We have Force of Vigor as the backup one. What would they have as interaction? Yep. Okay. Top. So right now, I'm thinking I Force of Vigor to break up Needle Crypt. Do they have Force? They do have Force, pitching the PO that they found, supposedly. All right, this is time for a Wasteland draw. Close. So close. They even won the flip because why not? Why do that before your Narset? Because you know you will not be punished, so might as well do it before your Narset. So if we draw Black Lotus, oh, there goes a Sphinx. Another card that we probably couldn't stop. Do they have Hercule's Recall? Cool. I do think mulling to Leyline would also have opened up a different, something that they might not be able to properly fight. Instead of saying, oh, look, of what, I have here. I think that might have been more worthwhile. Is this end step to draw a card? Because it's Vampiric Tutor? Okay. So they've lost their top. Sphinx is in the graveyard. Justice. They took a hit off the Tinker, or a hit off the Mana Crypt. But maybe not for long. The fact they keep playing the land first really makes me think they don't. Are they going to hardcast this? Hardcast a Gristlebrand? Okay. They played their land for... Well, they had to play the land to get the black mana. Who are you targeting? Me? Okay. I was like, target yourself, please. Please target yourself. That's what I don't understand, why they didn't decide to kill us. I'm doing that while I can because Ramunap will let me replay it if I need to. So now the question is, can we get them to burn most of what they're trying to do to try to kill us with that? And then maybe go to like another turn with the Citadel. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they didn't bring Bolt in, they would have to find a way to do it with the triggers on the stack and Ancestral. But I'm not... Well, they haven't hit Ancestral yet. How awesome would it be if I could kill them with Ancestral? Are you going to cast the Sphinx out of your graveyard? You should. That'd be sweet. It would be super sweet if you cast the Sphinx out of your graveyard. Sure. Imagine I win this game. We're 11 minutes ahead. Like, they might not realize Sphinx is what they need to bring back. Oh, has named Abandoned Hope, so they're already in taunting mode. Knock yourself out, champ. Now, they could have brought in, Tormod's Crypt. That's what they would need to hit us with the trigger on the stack. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny. See, that's another reason why I'm curious, like the Oath package, because when they see that we have Ramunap Excavator, when they see that we're playing the things out of the graveyard, they're going to bring in anti-enchantment and anti-graveyard stuff already. So when we try to pivot into Oath, I'm pivoting into stuff that already has targets. So that's the only real problem I'm seeing with it. Yeah, so this should be enough because of the Emrakul being covered by Tormod's Crypt. So we would have to hit it pretty early on. Yeah, so now they Tormod's Crypt here. The only way we would really protect is if we had more than one. There they go. Now they should eat it. What are you doing? You should have hit it there. Or did they yield to themselves? Maybe they had yielded to it? Yeah. Is that what they meant to do? Whatever, dude. Just do your thing. I think had they used the crypt, that's what they needed. I don't know. Yeah, like that's the thing. They still have enough to be able to continue going. It's will they not yield to it themselves maybe this time if that's what they had done? But even they should be able to respond to the trigger, right? If they hadn't necessarily yielded to the trigger. I like how our strip mine is gone because of the shuffle. I like to think they demonic tutored for that mana vault. What you got? Like, I have a strong feeling that we are dead. But I would just like to see it. Let them prove they know what they are doing. In fact, it is. I have a large card catalog that my dad refinished so that I can like I have different common, uncommon sets and stuff. What I want to do with the rest of it is put, you know, like these are legacy decks, these are vintage decks, these are whatever else. Like I need to set a lot of that stuff up. But yeah, it was, I have to tell you, it was really hard to get down into the basement. And that's part of why I say that I'm never going to move, because I don't want to move with that again. Let's see if they do it right. Yeah, it actually is pretty cool. It's one of those things, like I found it at like a Michigan State surplus auction thing. So here's our graveyard. Hey, they figured it out. They figured out to eat the Emrakul this time. Oh yeah, definitely. You never want to have to move yourself. I'm trying to think, did they ever take an extra turn? I don't think so. For them to lose the flip. I know, that's what, imagine if we would have had 2 Emrakuls. That would have been like the biggest blowout in the world. It would have been clever as heck. All right, well, unfortunately, we ended that on a loss. But that puts us at 10-7 right now, which means if we win 3 in a row, if we can get to 13-7, that'll get us over the hump. So, and then it's like basically every time you get a loss, it moves the bar for you need a couple more wins in a row. So that'll do it for today. We went 3-2 on the day, but we started effectively with a 3-1. All right. Excuse me. So I have to, yeah, I don't have time for another one, unfortunately. But I will be back tomorrow. Tuesday is when we normally work on something that has caught my eye, but I still want to continue to try to get this in. So tomorrow we will continue with ManaTraders. On Wednesday this coming week, or I should say a couple days from now, Wednesday is when we do the wheel. And for this week, the wheel has set up to be Omnath. So I still am not 100% sure if I'm going to play it, what format I'm going to play it in, but I feel like there's only so many options because of some of the bannings. So that will be Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll be prepping for the weekend. The PTQ is this coming weekend, so I definitely want to get some practice ahead of the qualifier. So that'll be Thursday's plan. So today we got some ManaTraders in. Tomorrow we'll get some ManaTraders in. Wednesday we'll shake it up with the wheel, and then we'll probably back to vintage on Thursday. But otherwise, thank you for watching. If you're hanging out in the chat and you haven't already, please consider following the channel. And if you like what you're doing, we have content. I save it after the fact and I put it up on YouTube, so you can find it there as well. All of that is underneath this JPinter MTG. You can find me there on Twitter. You can find it on YouTube. And thanks again to ManaTraders. ManaTraders not only puts on this monthly series, but they also sponsor the stream. And that's the only way I'm able to play so many types of decks, is having a rental service like that. So you can use my code and get a percentage off when you sign up, and that benefits me as well. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great day today.